Hi, it's Swineryy. I'm here at the Mango Bay podcast with Pranav and Usama, and we had a lovely time.
Mango Bay, Mango Bay.
Mango Bay.
Mango Bay, Mango Bay, Mango Bay, Mango Bay, your Mango Bay.
For the exclusive content, don't forget to join our Patreon at patreon.com/MangoBay. Mango
Bay.
Welcome to Mango Bay.
Mango Bay, one-stop shop for South Asian recklessness. We are two best boys, Usama, Siddiquee.
Pranav, Behari.
Today, remember, join the Patreon.
Join the Patreon.
Get on it.
Today we got a special guest. As you can see, it is the Deputy Prime Minister of Wales.
It is my mom, the Deputy Prime Minister of Wales, Nargis Begum. We have Swineryy on the pod
Swineryy
today.
in the house.
Hello.
She's a very famous comedic personality in Instagram. And
Yeah.
she's here today with us. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm so
It's
happy
nice
to be
to have
here.
you here.
I'm really happy to be here. I've been watching you guys for a while.
Yes. From the comfort of her visor.
Yeah. Separately, also, and then also Mango Bay.
I know.
Yes.
Well, we met. We've been trying to make this happen for I think 2 years now.
Yes.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Was it last year that we
No.
didn't meet at New York Comedy Club, but you saw me at New York Comedy Club? She was nice enough to post, I think, a picture of me.
Yes.
And Miss Brown support or whatever.
Did you-
And
did you have-
then we kept in touch a little bit on IG. And now you're here. I kept wanting to get
here.
you on. You were here last year, I think, too. And there was a bit of a near miss timing wise. But we're very happy to have you finally.
So I want to explain real quick. Swineryy, the account, you do a lot of characters on there, and you do not show your face. A lot of times you have like a pig's head, a 3D pig's head.
Yeah.
I tried to Google Amazon a pig's head for the podcast. Yeah.
Or you have like the Malvi, the blue Malvi
Yes.
guy, right?
Yeah, it's basically like animojis.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like the Apple animojis. And then I guess the name of my page is Swineryy. That was the first one that I made. So it just became like the face of the thing. And I didn't have my other characters at that point. So then it just kind of grew. And now there's like a lot of them.
Why not show your face?
It was actually an artistic choice at the time. People like to think it's very like, oh my God, it's because Pakistan's so unsafe and all that. But at the time, it was just like a creative choice. It was like, I didn't see like any place for myself in there. It was like a little like anime, like you'd watch an animated show, right? And you wouldn't think the writer's fucking face is in there,
Yeah.
Right.
So then it was kind of like that. And then, but because of the stuff that I was speaking about, it just was like a bonus that,
Yeah. I assumed you'd
Yeah.
been getting death threats or something.
yeah.
I was like, I thought it was Fatwa City for you.
Because you're talking, you know, just
Yeah.
that enough.
Yeah. No, I think I was actually really pleasantly surprised by how well received some of my stuff was, like in Pakistan, especially because some of the themes. But I mean, yeah, I have gotten death threats and stuff.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. You have to. You get death threats. Indians in Pakistan
Yeah,
will give you death threats
Well,
for anything, you know.
Actually, I don't know. I don't want to lie. I feel like the death threats that I've gotten aren't really like real death threats.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
It's very much like I know the guy's not gonna do shit. Like it's very
Yeah.
like, how do I explain? It's not. Is it a real death threat if it's not like not gonna? They're not gonna follow through with the
Right.
See,
murder.
this is a very unusual thing. This is the first time we've ever seen a comedian be like, I don't know if they're real death threats. Comedians love being like, yes, I've had very serious death threats about me.
Exactly.
But it's just commenters
Yeah.
being losers, being like I had one we were talking about last week. I posted an AI picture that I made of Donald Trump
Oh, yeah.
as like a
Right.
Hindu Raja. And because of this whole thing with the Hare Krishnas, and all these people are like, you better hope I don't find you. Delete before I find you.
Right.
I'm gonna pour molten lead in your face. Stuff like
That's
that.
where it gets funny because they always go with the videos and try to do jokes about it in their hate.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So your death threat would be like, if this is a pig video, like, I'll make you a prosciutto sandwich.
Yeah.
You stupid bitch. This is hilarious.
Yeah,
now.
and these
Like-
guys are not threatening. You know what I mean? It's like, you
Yeah.
fat fuck, you've been eating aloo ka paranta,
Yeah.
sitting in your fucking in
Yeah,
your
yeah.
parents' room, computer room, doing
know.
this, you know?
That's also, yeah, that's why, like, I do get this question a lot about, like, oh my God, how unsafe. It's like usually the first thing that people ask
Yeah.
is like, oh my God, how unsafe and how crazy is it for you to, like, is that why you have to be, like, anonymous? But I don't know. I feel like I've gotten a lot, mostly love.
Yeah, because you're
people-
hilarious. You're very fucking
Very
funny.
funny.
Support.
Yeah.
Very funny.
Nice.
You know what's so crazy right now as a Muslim, just how jarring it is? I've never seen someone in a burqa talk this much.
I know.
With this
Sure.
much fun.
Usama's getting an urge to
It's
slap you right
freaking
now.
Me out. I
He's
was like, I want to be like, hey, bitch. Hey, shut the fuck up, man. I'll turn you into an Italian hoagie.
Yeah. Yeah, by the way, we got some spaghetti for you. If you'd like some.
Yeah,
Dude,
that
it's
is-
because usually burqa bitches, you know, they'd be just like downcast and like,
Sure. Well, I also feel so. You know, I used to look down on not look down, but I used to be like, "What the fuck is this? Like lifting this thing and then eating or
Yeah.
whatever."
Yeah.
But now I'm like, "Yeah, dude. Like just
Because nobody
fucking-
wants to see you eat anyway.
exactly
Yeah.
like the
Everybody,
alter-
even men should wear a burqa when they
The-
eat some salad or something.
especially like just desi men, right? It's
Yeah.
the alternative is to look at like fuck that, right? Like just I support the whole like. Also, I had a friend in school who was like. She was like the only friend that I had who had like this is called a niqab, right?
Yeah.
She's like a full-on niqab, and then so during class, literally in college, she would have her headphones in. No one could tell.
Oh,
And
nice.
she'd be listening to music, and then she would have all the snacks like under this, and she'd be eating like.
Wait. She had headphones in her
Snacks.
hijab?
Yeah.
And then the teacher would be like, you have a Beats by Dre shaped head.
Yeah.
What is this?
Oh no, sorry. I meant like earphones. Like,
earbuds. Yeah,
why did I
yeah,
think
yeah,
of that? Okay, yeah,
Oh, yeah.
sorry.
dude, I'm brown. We think all of this is just.
Yeah.
headphones.
Yeah, you were right. He was.
Sorry, I'm an
Right,
idiot.
Yeah, his failure of imagination. To imagine anything other than this.
But
She
yeah.
could have just put a mannequin in there, actually, right? Like, why did she even need to go?
That's funny.
Why
Yeah,
go
right.
through all that effort, you know?
But also, she was really good at like yeah, she was like an A grade student.
She had a dick under there, too. Yeah,
She was sucking a dick. She was having full
there
sex.
was all kinds of things happening there.
She was banging somebody in there. Well, in Bangladesh, if you ever in my neighborhood where I used to stay, if there was a rickshaw going with a one man in it and a rickshaw with a niqab lady right behind, it was known that they were going to fuck somewhere. That it was like kind
okay.
of the low key, like so nobody knows where you're going or
But if-
who you
So
are.
they stoned her. You're like, oh,
yeah. They just assume that she's
Yeah.
going to fuck regardless of who she is.
Are you talking about like in Bangladesh?
In Joshua, yeah, it was a much more like conservative town.
But if someone's like at the back without a burqa, then they're just fine. Like,
They're fine. But the niqab would be like to hide your identity
Ah.
as a way to go fuck. Like
that's interesting.
But
Because
that's-
usually it's a sign of chastity.
right.
and also it works for everyone because you're not gonna know who's in there. So who the
Exactly.
fuck cares?
That's the idea. That's
Well,
the
yeah,
idea.
but
The
yeah,
guys should put one on, actually. You know?
yeah.
yeah, but no.
And then they should do that while they're making love. Just keep them on.
I think it's hard.
I should leave my fantasies out of this. Sorry, guys.
I'm hard. I mean,
Sorry,
I'm
guys.
Not, I don't mind it.
I'm ordering 2 more burqas. Just letting you know, bro.
Also, I feel like the burqa is a whole thing,
What do you mean?
Yes.
like a whole.
Yeah, it should. You
Oh.
should. I think that maybe they put something else. You
They
brought
gave you
another
just the
garment with you,
headgear.
didn't you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did. I brought a cloak. Oh
The
yeah,
cloak.
I could have. I mean, I don't care, but
You don't need to. Now, can you say where in Pakistan you live? You don't want to.
Karachi. Well, yeah, maybe
Karachi.
I should probably not. Well, I mean,
It's a massive place with
It's a
a
big
billion
place.
people.
true.
Right.
Yeah.
You'll be all right.
Dude, you know by your hand
Dude,
gestures.
you know what's so funny is
the
that-
little mudras that you're doing.
You know, it's like crazy because like Karachi, right?
Yeah.
But you've grew up with the internet.
Yeah.
So it's so funny. It's like saying like, yeah, there's like a lot of corruption. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like you have the Gen Z knowledge. I love that. I just love the internet. It's my favorite thing about internet. The side effect of a bunch of brown people now have it and they're just doing like goofy shit on it.
Yeah.
I love that.
There's that whole debate about, oh my god, TikTok is so like what's the word? Like everybody has it and everyone has access to it. And there's like a bunch of like intellectuals who are kind of like against TikTok spreading, and I'm just like, dude, it's the funniest shit is always coming from the people who like are in wherever, and they might not have like
Been able to- of
they're not like
course.
from DHA Karachi or whatever, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Defense,
yeah.
like,
Yes.
but yeah, that's the only reason I've watched
It
TikTok.
democratizes the ability to express yourself, right?
I think that's amazing. You're seeing some guy in Balochistan who's like, I'm gay. And you're like, this is amazing. This video I'd never come
And you
across.
see another guy in Balochistan just killed a gay.
yeah. You're not saying
Actually, I love. I really support the Baloch movement. Not to get serious, I don't even know if you guys know.
You do? You support the Baloch movement?
Uh-oh.
Interesting.
Well, yeah. I mean, I support. Oh my gosh.
Here we go.
It's a very scary topic, but
It's a genocide.
Well, yeah. Like
It's a genocide.
no, but yeah. I just feel like. Just fuck the state in general.
Okay,
right?
no, that's consistent.
You know who else agrees with you? The research and analysis wing of the government of India. So, yeah.
Wow.
They're also like, fuck the Pakistani state. Free Balochistan.
Well, I meant like almost every state. I feel like I'm not like specifically.
I know.
Is Pakistan
You're
actually
anarchist.
an acronym? I heard that.
Is it an acronym or is it supposed to be land
Pakistan
of the
stands for
pure?
Punjab.
No. Oh yeah.
That whole thing, Afghan territory.
I should probably Google that.
Yeah,
No, don't worry about it. If you don't know, don't worry.
Don't worry.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
that's what I heard. Pakistan is like acronym.
No. Yeah. I think.
I love what a lout you are, Swineryy.
Yeah.
I love what like. She's like, I don't know and I don't care.
No, actually, that's what I was
Maybe
scared
I'll Google
about.
it.
I was scared about being like asked very like I don't like I'm like a total pseudo intellectual, but like
Right.
in the
Yeah,
sense
same here.
that I've fooled myself though, not anybody else. Like I think that I'm intellectual, but then you ask me basic questions and I'm like, I don't fucking know. Like,
Well, at least you admit that. Most
Right.
pseudo intellectuals don't admit that, right? They don't
Sure.
admit like, "Hey, I'm just fucking around. This is
Right.
mostly vibes, some things that I've heard here and there,"
Yeah.
which is all of us.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what I like about your stuff is that you actually have a deep knowledge of a lot of types of characters in society.
Yeah, it is very. There's a lot of
Like-
social critique in what
like,
you do. Like, what is
yeah.
the one guy that I love? It's like Pakistani guy who spent 1 year in Canada or something.
the fuckboy.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Yes.
fuckboy
Yeah.
who spent a year in Canada. That's probably my
By
favorite.
the boys too.
Because that's
Hey,
Indians
hey,
too.
man,
You
here,
know,
what's
that's
going on?
that's
Yeah,
of
yeah.
course totally that.
I do feel like there's not one. There's a lot of those like everywhere. There's like a version that everybody has, right? Of
Yeah.
the fuckboy.
yes,
Of
yes,
course.
yes.
Because I remember I was in Michigan and I had to give like this talk, and I mean everyone was white, but they kind of got it just
Yeah.
based on just him, right? I think it's like yeah,
He's the universal antagonist
Yeah.
of the
Yeah.
world.
yeah, and that's why I have a lot of followers from India as well because they totally relate to the same.
Yeah.
And Pakistani hate, yeah. So what characters do you have now? What are your main characters? You have the auntie character is very big.
Lena Auntie.
Neela auntie.
Auntie.
You have the fuckboy Pakistani boy.
Yeah.
What's the name of the Malvi again?
He's Blue Malvisa.
Blue Malvi. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's a small V. I don't know if you guys know about small V.
What's that?
He's a baby Malvi.
Oh, nice.
The one who's
In training.
Yeah, the Ikattis Battis. I don't know if you guys know that one, but he's like he's like a baby Malvi.
What are some characters in construction right now? Can you give us like a little debut, like a Mango Bay exclusive?
She's like, actually, it's these two retarded brown guys from America who try to talk about South Asian stuff, and they're just stupid and they laugh at dumb things all the time.
There's one guy, but I haven't figured his voice out yet, so it's a bit
Okay.
tough.
What was it? Was it?
But he's like the Sindhi guy, okay, from Sindh.
Already it's too specific, but I love it.
And I felt like I couldn't do it initially because I'm not Sindhi, but
Yeah.
then I have like my Sindhi friends on board, so it's kind of like
What's
Uh-huh.
the concept? Like, what's that character?
he's a rich Sindhi boy who like and he like owns a lot of land. And then he'll come to Karachi in like during the he'd spend a few months in Karachi and he has this huge car, like a huge car.
So
with the
he's like a bit of a
guards.
rube. He's like a country rube who's
Yeah.
kind of coming to the city and being ostentatious.
Yeah, but he also went to school in Karachi, but like he owns like a whole village and like all
Yeah.
the people there.
You know, like every village has like one family that owns the
Yeah,
village.
yeah.
Is that he's the kid of that, he's
Yeah.
scion
Yeah.
of that.
But
Nice
he has
family.
his car and all the guards are in the back, and then like
Yeah.
he'll every weekend with the boys he's gonna go to the farmhouse and like the farmhouse is this like fucking thing, right?
Yeah,
Like,
it's fun. It's the party zone.
Yeah,
it's the
yeah.
rave. Aha.
it's the party zone and also just like all the random fucking stories about the farmhouse. So he
not
just,
good stories.
Yeah,
though.
yeah.
Nothing good. No, socially happens
nothing
at the
good.
farmhouse.
You don't want to.
No consents ever happened at a farmhouse.
Yeah,
by the
yeah,
way.
yeah. Farmhouse
You know,
is like,
not-
and it's always like far away, and like getting there is like a fucking yeah. It's just so it's
So
him
you've
and
been to the farmhouse. It sounds like.
yeah, but I
Put on the burqa, go to the farmhouse, wink, wink. You know.
Yeah, just the farmhouse is not I wouldn't recommend the farmhouse.
It's not the
A
vibe.
stroll at the farmhouse.
They should start a club in Bushwick called the
Farmhouse,
Farmhouse.
yeah. Ass to table. Jesus Christ.
But yeah, so just him and the boys, farmhouse, and then just loud, like just shit music is very loud in the car. So if they drive
Yeah.
past you and you're like, oh, like so, yeah. And then they'll all be looking probably in your car, you know, and then
Oh yeah, I definitely know.
and
this
it'll be
vibe.
some like you guys know that song Amplifier?
Yeah.
Can you sing it?
Amplify. Right.
Yeah.
Sorry,
So,
that was terrible.
I don't know if
but
it'll be that. I think that's a bit dated, but like, it'll be that kind of shit, you know? What I
Yeah.
mean?
that you-
And the car
yeah.
is moving as well.
Yeah. He's just like a little asshole. He's a little rich asshole.
Yeah.
Talking about the farmhouse.
But also, he's a little rich asshole, but also don't like, you know, like he could just come out with the guns and then you can't fuck with him.
Yeah. Okay. I like this guy. This is hilarious.
So he's really chill during the whole week.
Yeah.
He's like chewing gum, getting an iced coffee, whatever. He's in Karachi, and then, but like if somebody messes with him on the road, like he'll just come out with the fucking guns. And so it's that vibe. But I'm still building him.
Dude, I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. It's fun. I like character comedy a lot. You know, as stand-ups, you kind of do it, kind of, but the people who go fully into it,
Right.
I just love it. I just think it's so fun. I was a
Definitely.
Jonathan Winters fan growing
Comedic
up.
acting is just
Funny.
is the best.
Dude, when I was
actually.
growing up, I didn't know Louis C.K. I didn't know these comics. I was like a Robin Williams fan. I was a
Yes.
Beverly Hills Ninja fan. I was Eddie Murphy in movies only fan.
Right.
You know?
I like how you're talking about these things like it's like, you know, Chaucer, you know, D.H. Lawrence.
Beverly Hills
you know.
Ninja.
I don't know about all these other new people. No, I didn't know Louis
Yes.
C.K. I-
Too little of Dr. Finn.
Yeah.
Have you heard?
I prefer the works of Samuel Beckett.
And Will Arnett.
Beverly Hills Ninja, you know.
But okay.
Yes, so
So
that
you-
was my love. I love those characters. You know what I'm saying? So, who were your influence when you were growing up in Pakistan? Are you like
Man, it was.
Louis C.K. fan? You're like
I'm
a,
huge. I love Louis C.K.
you like so when he jacked off, you were like cheering. It was like a nice day for you.
Honestly, I mean, I've given you my take before.
Yeah.
What was the take before?
Also, you know what's funny is that I've never gotten more shit. Like if I'm posting like shit that's considered blasphemous, I'll get the odd like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
But like, it's never anything beyond that. But I post like a clip of fucking Louis C.K. right, and I get so many mothers like this or Michael Jackson.
The women come out with the fatwa energy.
Yeah, it's not just women.
That'd be funny if the uncles who give you death threats are like, "Hey, he was a disrespectful man. Coming when not asked." You
Now
know?
show me your bobs, ma'am.
If you please.
Do with Louis C.K. I feel like I always have. I feel like
What's up?
he was one of my favorite comics. It still is, and he I grew up
Yes.
loving him, right? And then he did this thing, which I'm like, what the fuck, right? Sorry.
Yeah.
He did this thing.
I thought that you were describing
Yeah.
what Louis C.K. does,
I-
which is like a
As
blowjob.
I did that, I realized
You're
if you
like-
guys caught it, you were gonna
Yeah.
mention, and then of course,
He did that thing,
Yeah.
which was not cool.
He put the mic too close to someone's face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Also, I feel like with people like Louis C.K., I imagined before the incident that like he's getting a lot of like pussy or whatever, right? Like,
sure.
Yeah.
So I don't because
So we talked about that thing. It's one of those things where if everyone says yes, then you don't realize when people are going to say no, and you don't really conceptualize that because
Well,
everyone's
guys,
saying
let's
yes.
not forget he wasn't getting pussy. He was
not banging.
He was just masturbating in
Yeah,
front
yeah.
of them.
So
in
I
front of
guess
Sarah Silverman.
He was just gooning hardcore, out of control.
yeah. So it's not about. I don't think it's about like everyone saying yes. It's probably like a different kink where you're like, I don't care.
right.
Right.
That's part of it too, right? Like maybe them being awkward about it was part of the whole thing. You know what I'm saying?
So
What is this that you keep doing? It's like a. It's like
You know
a
what
Tauba Tauba.
huh?
Tauba Tauba is like I am sinning. I want to wash
Tawbah
away
was
sin.
like, oh, like that's
is-
It's like the
terrible.
no homo of Islam. Just like
yeah,
yeah.
kind of. What was the thing? Yeah, he did the thing, and then he apologized or whatever. And then what is he supposed to do? Like he can't just kill himself, right? Is that what we want? Like
That's
Wait,
what some
what?
people wanted him to
Yeah.
kill himself. Yes.
yeah, well fuck that obviously. But it's
Yeah.
like and then it's not like he's releasing his specials on his own fucking website.
Yeah.
Like whatever. I don't know. I just
Yeah.
feel like I'm just over it. There's too many fucked up people in the world for me to be like fucking Louis C.K. You know what I mean?
True. Yeah.
That's what the French were saying too during all the Me Too. They're like, Me Too what? Bring me in.
yeah.
That's how his first base is molestation.
Yeah, I think
in France, you know.
it's also like take any girl, okay, any woman,
Here we
and I
go.
feel like
Here's some takes.
I feel like so much shit has happened to the average woman. At least me, maybe it's just me. But like so much shit has happened where I'm just like, I'm not gonna be that passionate about Louis C.K. jacking off.
You're like,
Like-
what, you dumb white bitches? Come to Karachi. We'll show you
Yeah.
what's up here.
Well, not that. But you guys get what I mean,
I do
right?
know what you mean.
Also,
Yeah, of
like,
course.
it happened so long ago that I'm like, I'm not gonna care now. Like I'm over the real trauma I've had in real life.
Yeah.
Right.
So why the fuck? Like, you know what I mean?
What I'm hearing is that you want Louis C.K. to jack off.
Yeah, actually, I just have a big crush on Louis C.K. And it didn't go away after the incident.
It actually got stronger.
He's
You're
so
a bad
cute.
boy. He's so cute.
One thing that happened was that I couldn't really watch some of the shit like from his old stuff. Like
Hmm.
some of it where he's actually jacking off.
Yeah.
Like then I'm a bit like, now it's getting too visual. But the actual jokes, I love.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, of course. He's a genius. Dude.
He's absolutely the best
Yeah,
in the
I love
game. That's how you know women are better than men. They can call Louis C.K. cute. That's how you
He
know
is
True.
cute.
that. Like you can see that man and think he's hot. Like,
Okay,
that
would you
is-
think he was cute if he was not a comedian?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Really?
Wait, so you're just
Really?
into that?
No.
look?
If, do you mean like if he was a funny guy?
No,
No, if
just,
he was if
bald,
he was
white.
bagging groceries somewhere.
Yeah. No.
I wouldn't be like he's hot, but I would be like, oh my gosh, look at that cutie.
I doubt
Really?
it. Look at that sad loser
yeah.
begging the bald
Okay,
loser.
so in the last special, he had like he spilled something on his shirt, right? So half the special.
Yes.
And the whole time before he said it, I was like, oh, that's so cute. Like he just has this like spilled like.
He has a little
thing.
jizz stain
It's
on
jizz.
his.
He's
Wow.
got a jizz
Oh
stain.
fuck.
Wow.
Yeah, I didn't think of that, but
even then, well, you know,
Yeah.
I like it's very refreshing for a burqa baddie to say that she's down for it.
She's
You
not
know-
really a burqa
I
baddie,
know,
though.
I know,
She's only
I know.
doing this to conceal her identity.
I just wish you were actually a burqa baddie.
I don't mind. I kind of like, dude. I am fully supportive of the burqa because during COVID, when the masks came out, I was like, wow, everyone was so fucking against the burqas and they're getting banned and shit.
Yeah.
And it's like the best experience to just be walking around. Actually, for me, because I like being anonymous as well. So it's like the COVID mask really like freed me, dude. I was just
Yeah.
like, I was already anonymous, barely meet my fucking friends, and now fucking nobody knows who I am truly. Right? I'm just walking around. Nobody knows what. I'm like,
Your ideal life is you in a bunker 8,000 meters below the sea, and Louis C.K. is jacking off in the fucking same room.
And she's transmitting her various characters across the web.
And Louis just like, you're so funny, you're
Yeah.
hilarious, you're just so good.
oh no, that made me really sad.
Oh,
That's
what?
like actually what I want. No.
Yeah, I get it. I see it.
No, but coming back to my point, I think the burqa is really freeing, dude. Also because like it's very like, I mean, men will stare at you anyway, regardless. I mean, the burqa doesn't stop that. you know?
Interesting. I thought that was the whole point, was to like
No.
keep everyone chaste.
Well, there's like a
What?
subjugation of women there, right? And the policies, like, hey, you shouldn't.
You're a bigot.
You know?
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
okay, the religion is gonna be like, okay, well, men. It's equally on men, right? Like they're not supposed to be like looking at you at all, right?
Yeah.
I love when these arguments, always like some
Usama,
man.
can you get the hair off of Swinery's face?
Swinery.
Just right there, yeah.
Oh, whoa.
Never mind. We
Okay,
don't want the whole thing to come
literally
apart.
the
Just get
front
it
part.
out of her face.
Sorry,
yeah,
there's-
that's
Oh my
all.
God, is it all oh, nice.
I know.
You know, because
It's
all
okay.
these imams talk about why women should wear hijab. There's always like a really rapey energy there. They're like, listen, if I see a woman's body, I'm gonna fuck it. And that's on guard, you know. And they always that's their like justification
Yeah,
for
yeah.
women hijab is that I'd be raping.
Yeah.
You know?
Have you guys seen that guy? The guy who started the brother.
Yeah.
He's a
Who?
fucking
There's a meme of a imam just going, brother, brother, You never saw this? I gotta say
What?
this. I sent it to everybody.
But the actual guy,
Yeah.
if you see his like other videos, he's like he's like a lunatic, right?
Yes.
He's like insane.
Yeah.
Like I could just diagnoose him. I'm not a
Because
therapist.
right before the brother, the question was, should women ever talk? And then he was like, brother,
Is that what he?
Yeah, it was like something like, should premarital sex, brother, like it was really lame what he was
Yeah, no.
doing.
Yeah, no, but and he's always shouting. He's always like, "Fucking sister," and he's just so pissed,
Dude,
right?
can you do that character?
Yeah.
The imam, the angry imam.
I should.
Ooh.
I have one character that I only made like one video of, and he's the red Maulvi Saab.
Yeah.
So he used to be like the blue Maulvi Saab's teacher.
Yeah.
So blue Maulvi Saab is actually a really mild version of Maulvi Saab. That's why I love him. But the red Maulvi Saab was like a real fucking Maulvi Saab.
I just love the Swineryy multiverse, you know?
So do I.
I know.
True artist,
I
actually.
truly, like, I love it. You're doing something that's unique and new. And I want some of your characters to interact with each other. I want, like...
I know. That's what everyone... Well, yeah.
And I want to ask one question. I was going to ask this at some point. You made this amazing video with you in a full pig suit. How did you make that? You like bought a whole pig suit? You know what I'm talking about?
I'm sure she had it custom
There's
made,
a Mortal
right?
Kombat situation, and you're like fighting in the pig suit.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite videos I've ever seen in my life on Instagram. It's so
Thank you.
goofy. You just bought a pig suit?
No.
You hired actors?
No, dude. I was invited by the University of Michigan for to do an artist residency, and then they were like, make anything that you want, like whatever you want. And then they were like, you can use our amazing like film studio.
Yeah.
And then they were like, this is our department of whatever costumes and
Yeah.
whatever. And those guys literally stitched these two, like the big one and the blue Maulvi Saab one. They literally like sat and stitched. The costume department did that, and then I filmed it, and I directed it with obviously a professional filmmaker.
Sure.
Yeah.
And then and it's a music video, so it's like a song, Swineryy song, and yeah.
Love it.
Yeah, I just think your ideas are so interesting, and you have so many things to say, and you're just always kind of like creating. It's just like my favorite type of creator. It's just like Pranav the same way, Joe's the same way. We're always just trying to make new jokes,
Yeah.
and I love that type of impulse in life, and you have that. You have that completely.
Thanks. But it's kind of like Swineryy is also a bit like a few years old now, right? It's like 4 or 5
Right.
years old. I feel like it's like not it's kind of like I'm also outgrowing certain things about it, so that's why I'm like venturing into even like this video. It's kind of like different than like just putting up videos, right?
Yeah.
Do you
It's a
think
bit-
you want to stay concealed though, no matter what?
Oh my God, I don't know if I can handle the reveal.
No, I want to do a reveal for sure, but I feel like it has to be like I don't want to just be like, oh my God, this is me, and then that's it. Like
Yeah.
I want to do stuff separately, like as me, right?
Yeah.
So I feel like when I have things to show, like if I make a film or something, or if I write a script for a film, and then I'm like, this is out, and actually that's me.
I
I'll
love
be
the
good.
idea of you taking off your burqa and there's just another one there. And you're just like, that's me. This is what I look like.
You know, I thought of doing a meet and greet in New York, except I was like, what
Wow.
if I wouldn't show up? And then they
Yeah.
don't fucking know. It
They
could
don't
be
know.
like, yeah.
Oh, you send like 5 pigs out.
No, just the people who are attending
Yeah.
come, and they would think one of us is
Is
Swineryy.
Yes.
Dude, that is amazing.
That is
I
great.
should do that.
is amazing.
But now
You
I'm
should.
leaving tonight.
Oh my God.
Well,
Like,
you've let the cat out of the bag though now too.
That's true.
So,
wait, so, what's the future? You want to get to America?
Yeah, I feel like a lot of the work that I do, like I write,
Yeah.
and I do voice acting,
Yeah.
right? And so I feel like I'm usually working with people here anyway,
Mm,
and a lot of the work is here.
yeah.
So I'm just like, what am I doing in Pakistan?
Mm.
Now, Pakistan to America, that's got to be tough to get in here.
But I feel like you're pretty westernized
Right?
though. And no,
I
you know,
know.
No, no,
I'm
I'm
like
saying,
a
like,
self.
visa.
I'm like a self-hating, westernized Pakistani.
yeah. Oh, well, you like what? Punjabi or you what?
No, I'm Urdu speaking, so I'm like grandparents moved to Pakistan vibes.
Okay.
You know what's crazy is like,
Where's your family from in India then?
So my mom's side of the family is all Lucknow.
Oh, like me.
oh,
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So my nani, like my mom's side is all what's it called? Jahangirabad Raja vibes or whatever. You know, when you
Okay.
speak to your nani and she's like, oh,
Yeah.
in Lucknow we had the acres and acres and my nani calls them elephants and palaces and horses
Yeah.
and if you ever say
you know, but they'll also be
Yeah.
like, I used to beat servants like it was
Yeah.
nothing.
Yeah.
You know, like, this is your reminiscing. You know?
actually my nani's so sweet. She like misses all her
Is she Shia?
no,
Okay.
we're not. But at the time, but our family's very like, especially at the time, I think Shia Sunni was very like more
Together?
because they all lived together.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like now where it's like such a clear like in Pakistan it's very like Sunnis are so much of the what I don't know how to speak anymore. Like the Shia people are like a minority, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's so much like of what's it called? Like sectarian.
Yeah.
Sure,
Yeah,
sure.
Sectarian oppression and violence.
Yeah,
Sure.
it's just fucking dumb shit, right? And
Yeah.
then so, anyway, what was I saying?
You come to America. You're from Lucknow. Your parents from Lucknow.
Yes,
Your
and my grandparent, my father's side also from Lucknow. And my grandfather was actually a really famous. Are you into old Indian music?
Sure.
Somewhat. My great uncle is Mukesh.
Oh,
There you go. Yeah.
my grandfather was, who's like a really famous
Ah.
ghazal singer. Your parents would know.
God, my dad would know. My dad played Muhammad Rafi all day.
Yeah, he
the time.
100,000. So Kaniza's parents freaked out. Like I was at
Yeah.
her house, and then she's like, "Do you guys know?" And they immediately both started singing his songs. It was really sweet. Anyway,
That's
yeah.
good.
But
So-
sorry.
No,
Sorry.
no. But so your parents now live in. You live with your parents.
Yes,
Oh, okay,
but
still in it.
my dadi, my dad's mom, was half. Like her dad was Afghan. And her mom was Bengali, so it was like but which was very random at the time. Like what?
That's hot.
That's far
hot.
distance. Yeah.
That's hot.
And
Reese's
that's-
Puffs.
yeah, also I know a few. I know some Bengali.
You do? You want to throw down a little bit?
Yeah. And Niasho is like bring, right?
Niasho, yeah. Niasho, yeah.
Like Mike Niasho.
Yeah.
And then
That's what you learned.
Ikanisho has come here.
Ikanasho, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
sure.
My mom
Ikanisho.
used to say that to me as a kid.
Ikanasho, yeah. Yeah.
and
Y'all sound Japanese, but this is good.
Ikanisho.
Ikanasho.
are you fluent?
I'm fluent, yeah.
Ami beshi bhalo, ami
I'm better.
ami beshi shundar.
I'm more hot, yeah.
I'm fucking hot. And then ami what was it? I know balish is like pillow, right?
Balish, yeah. Damn, you have to a very random.
I know it's fucking rough.
I wonder where she learned all these.
I know.
Hello, I'm hot.
You know what happened to me?
Hello.
When I was a child, like in kindergarten, in class they were like, "Does anybody know any other languages?" And I said, "Yeah." And then they were like, "What?" And then I said, "I've shat myself in Bengali." I said. And then
Which is most of the phrases in Bengali, by the way. That's most of the language.
yeah, I don't want to repeat it, but anyway, so
I mean, নিজেকে হাগু করে ফেলেছে নাকি?
I don't want to. I have a strong distinct.
That way, you just cummed in Louis C.K.'s fantasy, and now you
Yeah.
can't say poop.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
chill out here.
I have a big problem with like anything to do with
Poop related?
Yeah, just
Come all over me,
Cum
but
is
do
great.
not
Yeah.
shit in
Yeah,
the same house. Okay, that makes sense. Makes sense.
and then so I went to Dhaka twice.
You did?
When I was a kid, yeah.
Whoa. Okay.
Really random. And then one of my mom's cousins got married there.
It was to do a genocide.
I was here in the 70s for the summer. I summered in Bangladesh.
I'm really embarrassed about the genocide.
Yeah. It was you the whole time.
It was cringe.
You guys should kill him.
But actually,
She's the Helen of Troy, the Helen of Karachi.
this is why I have a lot of Bengali like I know random words and
Yes,
shit.
yes.
Is because both my parents' families their dads were like working in Dhaka at some point.
Really? That's amazing.
And then they were like chased out by the mob because they were like, "You fucking
Yes.
assholes," which
Yes.
understandable.
Well, it was retribution, right? And it's like all times, in all like when we go to like 21st of February, like when
That's my birthday.
what?
Yeah.
That's the day they killed
I
like
know.
4. It's like your birthday being 9/11. Straight up, Bengali 9/11 is your birthday.
Right.
So they never mention the reprisals in these
Right.
sort of. Obviously, you can't. You're like honoring the Bengali dead. You can't be like, and we gonna kill some Urdu speakers too.
Yeah.
So I mean, your parents were on the other side of that story.
Of course.
you
So
know,
yeah, they
like-
had they have a crazy experience of like the way that they escaped and all that stuff. But yeah, they totally get it. There's no. In fact, there's like a lot of love like in my family for Bangladesh in general.
It's all love always. For all
Because they
brown
grew up
people.
there
Yeah.
and they like miss my dad especially really misses he's
The
super
way
into
they
it.
used to shit in the streets, man. It was something else. Just whatever.
I
Dude,
also liked it.
anyway, it's great. I think
Yeah.
Bangladesh is the shit. It's literally, but it's awesome. It's like so cool. But it's like my parents, whenever I try to bring up the Behari kind of reprisals, and they'll be like, "What? No,
Yeah, of course.
There's nothing. Five guys. It's a burger shop." Like, dude,
I
like,
think that's like the flip side of like every kind of
Yeah.
coin, right? Like if you bring up the Afghan people in Pakistan that are being deported currently, like a lot of people are like, well, like, and then it's like,
they're doing ISIS sounds.
and then you have to be like, But there are little girl children who grew up in Karachi, in Pakistan, and they're
Yes.
being sent to like wherever in containers, and it's like that's just a hard gold fact, right?
It feels like some villages are doing like an Olympics of who can get their daughter married off as quick as possible.
Right.
And they're all going for gold. Like, you know, and it's like, my daughter's an ultrasound and I've already married her off. It's like, what is going on? Like, it's still a very big practice only in rural, but you don't see it in the city, right?
Are you talking about Pakistan?
Pakistan, Bangladesh, Afghanistan, like just the marrying off of like little girls.
I think in Pakistan, I don't know actually, but like from what I've seen, it's gotten a lot better.
Oh,
like
good.
I feel like, at least in the cities, it's gotten way better. There's no like,
Dude, is Pakistan as corrupt and destroyed as people say it is? Like, is Karachi a fun place to be?
I think Karachi is a fun place to be. I mean, I've had a lot of fun
Right.
growing up there, but it's exactly like Bombay if Bombay was like very unsafe, which makes it more fun
Yeah,
sometimes. But
Wait, can you elaborate on that? Why do you think it makes it more fun?
because dude, you leave the house, you're like, am I gonna die? Like,
Your
right?
nipples are hard everywhere you go.
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
just
yeah.
like, ooh.
Am I gonna
No,
die?
but actually, what's crazy is that the journey from like the gate to my friend's car is very exciting. But, like who's gonna just appear from the you know? You never fucking know. You genuinely don't. And I live in I'm a fucking like.
From my friend's gate to the car.
Yeah.
Should we get on this midnight bus?
Yeah.
Like, just you're asking for it.
I think if there's any women from Karachi, by the way, this is very specific Karachi. Like if you go to Islamabad, Lahore, it's it's different. You can walk.
Yeah.
It's not a problem.
Yeah.
But in Karachi, it's half the fun is just making it to the car. It's very, very exciting.
This is why you'd love New York. You know, it's like that's part of the reason why we love New
Dude,
York. It's
really,
like, yeah.
I feel more like whenever I've been in America, I feel
Yeah.
like in New York, the vibes are very Karachi.
You know, it's a shitty town. Like it reminds me of
I don't know if
Karachi.
it's Karachi level. Let's be
Yeah.
honest, okay?
It is. I think like every big city would probably be like that, right?
Yeah, I mean, I saw that one Vice documentary. Tell me this is true, where the guy's in a a motorcycle helmet in a car, and he's like, "I'm a hitman," and the interviewer's like, "How much you charge?" He's like, $10 for a governor.
In Karachi,
Yeah, I was like, is it that easy to fucking get a hitman in Pakistan?
I think that's bullshit.
Okay.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, so it is. It's fun.
That's amazing.
The guy who took a shot at Trump was just some rando from Karachi.
Karachi, yeah, $10.
That's why he missed.
Actually, the Karachi snipers would probably have gotten him.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Probably.
Hey, shade.
Yeah.
Shade. That was shade.
Elizabeth
They're
Warren.
more talented over there.
Our hunter's like so high. That's amazing. I mean, I want to go to Karachi once. I wanna
You
hang
should.
out.
It's genuinely like it's not. I don't know. I feel like you guys are a bit. What are your
What?
like? What do you
What's our
see
perception
in your
of Pakistan?
mind? Yeah.
Pakistan, our perception is it's just like India pretty much, but the governance is way worse.
Yes.
Essentially.
That's what I
like
think.
the state is way more, the dictatorships and
We're
all
going to
that
keep going
stuff.
on the Patreon. Come on down.
Your mango babe.